Anthony, Blake, and Dylan, the Cold Slice. Ooh.
Welcome to the Cold Slice, where we try to find you the absolute best food places in all of Vancouver, Washington, and Portland, Oregon. These are my co-hosts, Anthony and Blake. And the only reason that anyone watches the show is probably because of them. It's not because of me. This week, we are reviewing Nonavo. Nonavo.
I was like, do I need to look it up?
I don't know.
I messed it up. Hold on.
We're pretty sure it's Nonavo.
Nonavo.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Nonavo Pizza, which is located in downtown Vancouver, Washington. They have a Neapolitan-style pizza, which is
Naples.
Yeah, Naples pizza. It's from Naples originally, and basically it's just like this. I call them designer pizzas, but it's a smaller sort of pizza, a very specific style. We'll throw up a screen grab of the pizza. Obviously, you guys will recognize it as soon as you see it. Their reviews are fucking insane. I think we should probably get into that just a little bit. We'll give you guys a sneak peek about their reviews, but definitely go take a look at those. I would say in general, though, as a general for this episode, you have to go there. You have to try it. I would say the reviews do not do it justice in some cases, for sure.
There's a sign on the wall that says GFY, and you're like, what does that mean? And you realize it says go fuck yourself.
I think it's definitely like a play that they're, playing into. Mm-hmm. But do you want me to give a few reviews?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so I got some pulled up. I'll try to make it quick and also try to get my third grade reading level to hopefully not shine through.
A good old La Center school district.
Yeah, K through 12. So I think it's probably best we start off with some good reviews, right? And then, or should we go the other way?
Let's go good first.
Good first. Okay, well then, first one here. Not going to put any names out there. You can find them. Looked at 4 other pizza restaurants before deciding on this one. I'm glad I did. Customer service was excellent. Pizza taste excellent. Wait time minimal. I opted for the mushroom pizza, savory, which, us, we're going to go with the pepperoni for our basis. But also did the sausage, which we did take our significant others with us. And my fiance got the sausage and absolutely loved it. Gave it a 5 out of 5 for food, 5 out of 5 for service. Let's keep it minimal like that. Okay, next here.
That last part was real. We did bring our spouses, and they loved it.
Absolutely, yeah.
We even had them do our little scoring system.
Yep, which we don't have their scores, but they were high. Let's leave it at that. Let's see. Another one. So this looks like from somebody who might kind of frequent it. Always love coming here for my favorite pizza in the Pacific Northwest. The dough is incredible, sauce is delicious, and the pizza has that wood-fired taste that makes it so good. Great staff. And they also have ice cream, which actually Blake tried a little bit of.
I got 2 scoops.
Yeah, how was that?
I got the coffee and the farro, which was pretty good. Yeah.
You said the farro was like cereal milk, right?
They described it as tasting like cereal milk, and then Jaden really liked it. That's his fiance. And Emily, Anthony's fiance, did not like it.
She doesn't like ice cream, though, to be fair. So she's
that
just
is fair.
Both of us, we are not, like, you won't find dessert in our house.
My fiance is fucking, she's like the pickiest eater I've ever met in my life. Like, ever. That's not even a joke. Like, I will make dinner or I will make something, and then I just get ridiculed for it.
Oh, no.
So whenever she likes something, it's fucking nuts. So, like, the fact that she liked this farro ice cream, I was like, wow, great. Maybe we come back here.
I guess we're moving to Italy.
Yeah, I guess we're going to Naples.
Yeah, which would be a cool trip. So to kind of dive onto the other side of the spectrum for reviews. Now, you got to keep in mind, like, most people who are going to review an establishment, they typically, which actually there's a lot of good reviews on here, but typically they're not going to review because they had like awesome service, So
let me just say before we start this one, anyone who reviews shit is typically an unhinged person. If you're leaving...
What are we doing right now?
That's fair, yeah. So I was going to say, maybe we all need to have a deeper conversation.
I mean,
you just set us up for that.
If like if you're throwing down a review on Google, what the fuck, man? I think I've done it once.
The Yelp reviewers are a real thing, you know. You gotta.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
I've
crazy.
worked in the service industry a little bit, and you definitely can. You can pinpoint them out of the crowd sometimes. You know, they have
That's
questions that you wouldn't expect to be asked by somebody who's just trying to go eat some food.
Then you take the time to record it and put it on YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Hours
Those
and
people are
hours.
dumb.
Those are the real.
Anybody
dickheads you
who
gotta
pays
watch
for
out
a fucking billboard for reviews is out of their fucking minds.
Yeah, that's us. Anyways, okay, so getting into some of the less than friendly reviews. Oh gosh, where should I start? So this was about 3 months ago. Pizza's mediocre, better than some places around, but not saying much here. Overpriced for what it is. Other comments are true about the owner, so that's another topic. Feel bad for the staff. Won't support a business like this. Food, they still gave it a 3, which is, I guess what they consider mediocre pizza. Service was a 1. Atmosphere was a 2. I don't really agree with that one myself.
I don't think
after
any
going
of us
there.
did. It
Yeah,
was a great date place for sure.
we're gonna skip that one because that is probably not okay for podcast air. I should have looked these up earlier. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is an. Oh, I forgot to say. So that one was a 1-star overall. That last review. This one is also. Keep in mind, I'm going. There's a lot of in betweens and a lot of 5 stars. I just went to the lowest, so these are all going to be 1 stars.
Just for funsies.
Yeah, I guess just to be an asshole. This one, so pizza is great. Service is very, very rude. Definitely not kid friendly. This individual brought, I guess it was actually his wife and their toddler that went, and I guess the wait staff, to sum this up because this is a novel. Staff snapped at the toddler for doing things like standing on his chair while eating, and also, sitting on the tabletop while eating and touching the windows a whole bunch. Which, I mean,
Imagine a toddler.
to be fair, I think if the waitstaff could turn around and do a review of you, you probably would get a 1 star as well. I mean, I knew toddlers are crazy, obviously, and hard to handle, but,
I mean, you gotta handle your kids when you're in public. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you're going to take them, they should be able to, and I don't have kids, so look at me, I'm talking
Yeah.
about
You
experiences
don't
I haven't had.
handle them for you.
okay, thanks, John Wayne.
I don't know. I just feel like if
I
you're
don't
going to
touch
take them
kids.
out somewhere, like, I don't want to get too off topic here, but just do a better job, maybe. I don't know. Should we leave it at that?
Yeah, let's leave it at
I
that.
don't-
Basically, look, if you go through the reviews, if you go to the worst ones, and honestly, we showed up and we had great service. I mean, it was a little slow, but it was busy in there. So, that is what it is. And the owner wasn't there, but those reviews will tell you that owner, for whatever, like this owner, I don't want to say he doesn't give a fuck, but like almost kind of like it seems like he's a little bit combative or whatever with his customers. Like I've heard that from a couple of different places, those reviews included, but otherwise, like I don't know. Those people must have had a bad experience, and maybe these guys like really cleaned up their act after that. But
I mean,
Could be a shtick too. Yeah.
yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
the whole, everybody that we dealt with was, I think, fantastic. They were all pretty good. Didn't have
Super
any
sweet.
issues. I will say, like, and I haven't met the owner at all. I mean, I see those reviews. I haven't been able to figure out like the Instagram deal, but I'm wondering if maybe that's like the actual like whole deal that he's trying to get at is like that's the vibe, like I'm gonna be kind of a dick. And
yeah,
so with my opinion, I'm like, well, if that's kind of the whole thing he's going with, you can kind of see it on all the walls and everything else. Like, I think he might be nailing it. So,
yeah. I have a theory, and the place I was talking about that I left the review, I have a theory that the worse the service is, the better the food is going to be. And I have found that true in most cases. Like if you go to the Cougar Bar, their service fucking sucks. Like they are mean.
Oh, but you can't get a burger like that anywhere.
Never, dude, never. And their pizza fucking nails it. And then there's this place I've gotten what do you call those? Phillies. I think it's called Steakadelphia. That's the place I left a review for, and I was like, these people are the worst fucking people I've ever met in my life. But like, you'll never find another Philly like that. At least not in this area. Like it's some of the best. I mean, we're definitely going to do a Philly cheesesteak month for sure.
Dude, I have a place.
That reminds me. You do?
Yeah, Philly Bilmo's.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Emmy always talks about that place. I've
been going there since I was like 8.
Is that East?
Oh God,
Vancouver?
people love it.
Yeah,
Next to the New Seasons, right?
probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like how you were able to just target that spot immediately and you haven't been there. You're like, oh yeah.
I've been scoping it out for days, months, years.
I should also mention, I don't know if we mentioned it in other episodes or not, but this month is pizza month. So next month, we'll let you guys know what the topic is when we get there. But this month is pizza month, obviously. So let's jump right into it. So we have decided to aggregate all of our scores, and we're still going to go through and let you guys know what the average of all of our scores was. But here we go. So number 1 on our list is pepperoni style. Now, this confused the shit out of us when we got our pizza because we had to Google it.
We thought we were getting duped.
Yeah, we thought we were getting fucking fleeced, man. I don't know what was happening with their thing. It looks like salami, so we were kind of offended. We're used to definitely like traditional like Hormel or whatever the fuck kind of pepperoni. Yeah. So we gave this out of all 3 of our scores 3.66. So not off to a great start there. The second one was greasiness. I don't think none of us thought that it was very greasy at all. Which is a good thing. So that ended up being a 9. Number 3 is the cheese to sauce ratio, which was fucking crazy. I don't know how it got that high of a score, but here we are. So the cheese to sauce ratio on this guy was absolutely insane. There was so much sauce and so much so that Blake picked up the first slice when they put it down. And all of his shit fell off, which is, so he had to like put it back on like a Frankenstein thing.
I do like sauce.
I was going to say, so for me with that though, I don't know if that's as much as like it's because there was too much sauce as it was like, I think the sauce, like that homemade style that they did, I'm assuming at least that it was, in-house. I think that it was like just kind of a little watery. And so that's why it peeled right off. Because I mean, you have... It's the mozzarella on top. It's going to kind of hold, right?
That's true.
Picking up. And then I think that watery sauce, when he pulled the slice, it just...
And wild waves just...
it went right off.
It was nuts. I mean, like, that's not to say that the sauce wasn't good. There was just a lot of it, I feel like. Anyway, so we gave that an 8 on average. Our fourth topic is crust. Like, is the crust good? That's the question. We gave that an 8.66. Number 5 is the sturdiness / the thickness of the slice. So if you pick it up, is it going to fall down, and are you going to have to fold it right off the bat?
Yes.
And the answer for this one was yes. So the sturdiness was absolutely terrible. Which, go ahead.
I was just going to say, but that is the style of pizza that we're dealing with. So it's
the nipple pizza.
Yes, the nipple pizza. That is the style, absolutely. I do feel like if you pick it up and it bends, that's okay. I also feel like if you pick it up and it bends and all your shit falls off, you're not really eating a pizza.
Well, and that goes back to one of the reviews too, or actually quite a few of the reviews that we saw was people thinking, and I actually heard this from my dad too, because he's like, oh yeah, that place is great. He's like, except for it does seem like a lot of the times when you get the pizza that the middle portion of it can be a little extra doughy, like it's just not cooked properly.
Yeah,
so,
like
or not all the way through.
Like if they just set it in there for like another 2 minutes or something like that, like they'd be all right. So
we should tell them that. I mean, we are telling them that.
I think that guy would murder us if we gave him any sort of suggestion.
Yeah, it should come with a sign on the middle of it, like a little sign that says you need to fold this before you pick it up.
That's true. Yeah, they could do that. They should do that, honestly. Actually, you know what? I looked at his website, and I think it does say in the frequently asked questions, which if you have a pizza company and you have to have a frequently asked questions, is that not kind of weird?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I mean, they've been around for years. I was like, and I don't remember the exact date of the review, but one of the other ones I was looking at, I was like, yeah, it's been, it's like Great Pizza been around for, over 5 years or something like that. So It's been around for a good while, which is crazy because I literally live a block away from it, and I didn't know that it existed until this last week.
Yeah. So that one we gave a 2.33 on an average. The next one is how's it pair with beer? And boys, what do we always say?
10.
10. The next one after that was number 7, and this one is my personal favorite subject, is can the poors afford it? And mind you, we're all 3 of us are regular fucking dudes. We all have day jobs, sorta, and we are also poor. So there's nothing, no
This
offense
is really
here.
for us. Like, can we afford it a second time?
Yeah. Like, can we take our spouses there? Like, this one, actually very affordable. I don't remember what exactly the price, $13?
The margarita pizza was $13. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
the pepperoni was
18.
sitting at around 18. Yeah, same with the sausage one that my fiance ordered.
Yeah. So we also did, we did a place called La Sorrentina. That's another episode, but theirs was also priced this way. So already they're beating the fuck out of Podunk. Like, I love you, Podunk, but that, you got to drop the price a little bit. Number 8 is going to be Good Morning Pizza, which is typically Blake's job, but we all did this one, and we gave it a 7.33. Like, honestly, I think we all collectively felt that this would be better in the morning.
The amount of sauce actually is a positive in that category.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I was
like, if
going
you
to
have-
say, for me, mine was a little different, too. I used the air fryer. I don't know how you guys did it.
Oh,
Nice.
But
damn.
That's a
yeah,
move.
I threw mine in there, and so I had a completely different experience. I thought it was great. Plus, I was eating the sausage pizza too. I didn't have any of the pepperoni.
So it wasn't
That's
a cold
true.
slice for you then. It was just
It was not a cold
It was a hot
slice,
morning.
That's fair.
God,
Yeah, I had a hot
fucking
morning
damn it.
slice. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself today.
Yeah.
I think once that cheese like coagulates kind of and just like hangs out in your fridge for a little while, I think the whole thing just skyrockets for sure.
Do you have an air fryer?
I do, yeah. Yeah.
I thought I was being nice one year, and for my mom's birthday, I got her this air fryer, but it was like a 10-in-1. I was like, hell yeah, 10-in-1, and it does 9 things great and does air frying like shit. So
What other like
she's never used it.
what other how is it a 10-in-1? What other things does it do?
It does like broiling and roasting and toasting and like just a bunch of stuff.
Oh,
And
you got with
It has
marketing.
2 layers. And I was like, this is going to be awesome. And she keeps trying to make meals, like trying to use it to make me feel better. It's like, and there's nothing in the oven. It's like, why didn't we just use the oven?
Dude, I bought my dad for Father's Day like a whole. I didn't even know that they could get expensive, and it was not like overly cheap, but like a whole pasta, like homemade like pasta,
Oh, yeah.
like building kit or whatever. You
Yeah,
know, like
dude.
the whole rolling thing,
Yeah,
the
we have
press,
one
the
of
whole
those.
deal. He's not even taking it out of the box. I saw it. I went by the other day to grab some stuff. I saw it still in the box, like sitting on the shelf. Not even in the kitchen. It was out in the garage. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I could probably take that back.
It's in the Goodwill section of the garage.
Yeah, he's like, this can go.
Dude, I have a pasta maker and I fucking love that thing. Like, I'm trying to drop weight, as you guys know. So we don't use it that much anymore.
So you're just slamming pasta?
yeah.
Atkins diet.
Exactly.
Okay.
All carbs all the time.
Yeah.
But I love that thing, dude. That just tells me that I'm more Italian than your dad is,
Exactly.
which I knew this whole time.
He's
But
just using just his hands, I think. No.
bullshit.
You should fight him about it.
No.
Wrestle maybe?
Fight him about it.
Fucking never mind. Anyway, the next one this is number 9, date ambiance, and this one pretty fucking good.
Like I
Like
say, we kind of went on a group date there, so
we did, yeah.
they had cool pictures up everywhere, which is kind of nice. Like
They
it
had
looked like
titties
some
on
of
the
it was
wall.
like
Yeah.
maybe drawn
Yeah.
by people, and
Dude.
they did have a.
They have a titty wall. They have a wall full of titties, which is
So it
pretty
depends a little
fucking
bit
cool.
on like how you want the direction of your date night to go, but
it's just a corner though. You
Yeah.
know, I didn't even we wouldn't have noticed it at all. None of us, unless I had said something, because one of the reviews.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I think I was looking at his Instagram and he was like, a new addition to the titty wall, which is like, honestly, man, I respect the fuck out of that. Like, you have a business, an establishment where largely this is for families, right? And then just have the balls just to be like, I don't care. I'm going to put up a titty wall. Fucking love it, dude. I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
it was pretty cool.
Kids love tits too.
Yeah, they do.
Mama's milk.
Okay. Anyway.
Moving right along.
Oh, wow. That made
All right,
me
Freud, thank you.
uncomfortable. Why am I hard right now, though? Topic number 10, our final one, is selection size. This is based on how many pizzas they have as far as like what you can get. And this got an 8.33. And if I didn't mention it, Date Ambiance got an 8 as well. So this next one got an 8.33. And that brings us to a total of 75.31, beating out Podunks by 2 points. So this place was really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like
definitely overall, what is that grade-wise? Is that a C or a B?
Yeah, it's right up the middle of a C.
God, I feel like...
We got fucked on the pepperoni, or they got fucked on the pepperoni because it was like so confusing that I had to walk up to the counter and be like, am I missing something here? Like I'm used to pepperoni being red and this is like a gray pink situation.
Yeah, you were so lucky that was not the owner you were talking
Yeah.
Oh my God,
know.
dude. He would have...
And I was like, what's going on? And he just stared at me with a blank face. And I was like, it feels more like salami. He's like, yeah, it's more like salami. And I was like, okay.
So we Googled it afterwards, though, and that is...
Yeah.
Salami is technically pepperoni.
Apparently in Italy,
Yeah.
their pepperoni is just like a spicier salami.
Yeah.
And it's only an American thing where it's all red and like extra spiced out.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, which I feel like that definitely like it puts the rating hard because like we want.
Yeah,
You know?
I feel like that guy got a bad rating because we're all idiots.
Yeah.
Like, I
that
feel
was
like
I
it's
mean,
really-
I think
regular
so.
guy score.
I mean,
central.
it's very
Yes.
traditional like Napoleon. Is that right?
Yeah.
Style
Yeah.
pizza.
Neapolitan.
So, thank you. I was like
Yeah.
Napoleon. That's not right.
But
We're gonna roll
He's from
with it.
France.
But again, this scoreboard, like you said, this is the regular guy scoreboard. So this is for you guys and for us. And like,
We're not
this-
authentic.
I was gonna
No,
say, I'm
we're
sure
not
there's a lot
authentic.
of people out there that are smarter than
from
us that probably knew
100%.
that going into eating the pizza.
this is the fucking idiot guy scoreboard over here, dude. This is like, you grew up with it your whole life. These are the things that we expect. So to go into somewhere like that, we're not shitting on it, but we did expect pepperoni.
Yeah, when it's like if we started studying and prepping for this, then we wouldn't have a podcast because we are not supposed to know what the hell we're talking about.
No, we have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. So this is just a comedy podcast, folks. Yeah, cool. So this place got a C. We'll let you guys know where it ends up on the scoreboard when we're done here at the end of the month, which is coming up pretty quick, boys. So we are going to have to pick a winner for sure. We did play with the idea of giving them a regular guy award, just because I think it'd be hilarious to have them like put up a window sticker and have a trophy of like
And be like, who the hell are
just
these
some
guys?
bullshit. Yeah, they're like, who the fuck are these guys? I'm like, who knows?
They're like,
But
thanks. I'll put this in the special filing cabinet.
so that's all we got for this week as far as pizza scoring goes. Blake.
Hey guys, this is Blake. Thanks for listening to the Cold Slice podcast. I'd like to take this opportunity to shamelessly plug my music career. I have a band, and our name is The Filament. That's Filament. A lot of people think it's spelled with a PH. It's with an F. So you can follow us on all socials at The Filament with an F. The Filament Music. The Filament Music is how you can follow us. And we have a new album coming out on November 15th. It's our first album. The only way to get this exclusively is to email thecoldslice@gmail.com. It won't be on streaming for a few months, so that's the only way you can get it. Emailing thecoldslice@gmail.com. I'd also like to announce that I have a solo show coming up at Birch Street Uptown Lounge in Camas, Washington. That's going to be on Saturday, November 18th. So Saturday, November 18th at Birch Street Uptown Lounge in Camas, Washington. Come check me out solo. Thank you very much for listening to The Cold Slice. Back to the show. Yeah, it's up to me now.
This is your fucking week, buddy.
It's my week. We're going to lead it off. And I came up with a segment called How Many Beers? And it's basically just different scenarios that I'm going to throw at you guys, and I'll answer them too, of how many beers you'd have to do this certain thing.
What type of beers are they?
Let's just go regular, like same Coors.
Like a
Coors
Coors Banquet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
like a 12 ounce.
Sweet.
Yeah,
not the
not these
24
ones.
ounce suckers that you guys.
It was a last minute purchase. Gas station
I loved
does
it.
not want to let you leave with a light bag.
That's true, dude. That La Center gas station is expensive as fuck, too.
Well, I was like, it was either like I get these 2 beers or I leave with a 24 rack.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
Not a bad
like-
movie there.
I have things to do.
Also, before we move on, since we're talking about the gas station, shout out to fucking Rich, dude. Rich is the coolest gas station attendant I've ever met in my life. Have you guys met him?
No.
He's
I have not.
Chevron.
Yeah, at the Chevron. He's got like this handlebar mustache, dude. He's like
already a winner.
Yeah, 100%, dude. He's like I live in a trailer out by the dock or whatever. He's like, my friend owns some property, and like every time we go in, Jade and I, this guy is the coolest fucking dude. Like he called us the power couple last night.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because it was 11 o'clock
Isn't
and we
that
were
the
grabbing
best
more beer.
when you're out with your lady, and then someone's like, "You guys are just like."
Yeah, you guys are fucking killing it. I was like,
And then
thanks,
you're like-
Rich.
You're like, I'm getting laid tonight.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you think so.
Yeah. Look, buddy, if I don't fall asleep first, I'm definitely getting laid tonight. I just got to play my cards right for the next 45 seconds.
You
so
pull
we
him
can
back.
get
You're like, hey, every time we come in, I need you to say that.
yeah, totally. So shout out to Rich. You're the fucking man,
Shout
dude.
out to Rich.
He'll never see this.
No, he
I don't
will.
think he knows what
I mean,
podcasts
you
are.
might like pizza.
Good for him. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Off the grid. All right. So here's a few scenarios I want you guys to answer. How many beers would you have to play acoustic guitar at a party? And let's start with Dylan because he doesn't play guitar. But he actually sold his guitar recently.
Yeah, dude. And it was electric, so you couldn't play it anywhere. Fuck. You know, honestly, I think the type of person that I am, like, I would say pretty quickly I would pull that shit out and play acoustic. Like, if I knew how to play guitar, no one would ever be not serenaded.
Exactly.
That's what I'm so. As far as how many beers it's got to take, I would say to get over my initial nervousness, like probably 2.
Yeah. Okay.
And like that's usually what it is. Like,
Yeah.
and then because I think after 2 or 3 beers, dude, I start really ramping up. That's my whole personality. Is like I get a couple
Let's
beers in
fucking
me. Yeah, let's fucking go, dude. And also, no one else can touch the mic for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You definitely you throw bows.
dude.
My
Yeah.
sister's fucking birthday party, I think you must have stiff armed like 3 people, like, get out of here.
100%, dude. I don't know how old your sister is, but those were kids. I was thrown out of the way. Like get the fuck out of here, dude. I gotta sing Celine Dion. Like,
I've been waiting all night.
yeah, dude. I've been waiting all week for this.
You've had the mic for 15 minutes.
I'm gonna say 2 beers.
I'm loving it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm low too. I mean, I love that shit. I would say honestly, it's probably going to take however many beers other people need to drink to let me do that.
Yeah.
Because I could show up stone cold sober. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, I might want to have 1 beer, but I could easily do it sober as long as other people were.
What? You're saying not even a beer, and you would bust out your acoustic at a party?
I've done it.
Yeah.
I have
absolutely.
been. I have absolutely. I have been the creepy backpack guy, and I've been the guitar guy. Now, I'm not saying that I love being the guitar guy at parties. I don't.
Yes, you do. You
I
have
do.
to. Everybody
You've
does.
never refused it.
I've never once said no, except for if I was like way too hammered. Like
Here's this interesting thing. Have you ever pulled it out before anyone has asked?
guitar, no.
Okay.
It's a good
Just
move.
kidding. No, I
Oh,
haven't.
yeah. I just got that.
That's a bad joke.
Like-
No, I've never. I don't think I've ever been like showed up to the party, just started unbuckling the guitar case. Like, all right, fuckers, I'm gonna keep this open because I'll be playing all night, and I'm gonna need a few bucks for gas to get back.
Dude, I had that happen. I threw a party before I met you guys. I was living in Portland, and I threw a party, and I must have been 18, 19, 20, whatever. And this guy, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm like, I'm hanging out with all of my friends at the time and my coworkers from the coffee shop or whatever. And we're having a good time, whatever. This guy fucking shows up. I have no idea who he was. I'm living with my sister. It turns out to be her friend. And this guy straight up takes over my garage. Like he walks into the garage because it was open.
Yeah.
And he walks into the garage and he literally shows up, pulls his guitar out and starts playing.
Unbuckle.
There is music going on behind him.
Oh, no.
Behind him, dude. We're listening to fucking Usher or something at the time. Like,
Is he playing along with it, or is he playing his
no,
own thing?
no, he was playing his own fucking thing. I'm like, dude, what kind of crazy
Like, hold
do you
on,
have
let
to
me
be?
pause Usher really quick so that you can continue
Yeah.
through Wonderwall.
Oh yeah, dude, I can't wait to hear your rendition of John Mayer.
Let me get low,
Yeah.
and maybe.
Yeah, that was when I knew that I was
Gotta be
never
the
going to
one
talk
that
to my
low.
sister again. Like,
Yeah.
100%. I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Take your weird ass friends away.
Jesus.
Fucking crazy.
I
dude.
feel like that's
you know he showed up too, and he's like, I am fucking this shit up.
Oh my
This is-
God, dude.
I don't know how many girls are leaving with me, but it's more than one. And he just pulls that guitar out.
Dude, I have done some crazy embarrassing shit at parties, but like I don't know. And like you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh my God, why the fuck? Why would I ever do that? I have never been that guy. Like I've been the guy that says some crazy shit just because I want to get a reaction, but not like that.
There was one time, which this is not a fond memory of mine, but I do remember when I was living at the downtown apartment where my younger brother was on the couch, and which was just
like
an
2
interesting,
years.
yeah, we were slow to get the 2-bedroom.
You're like, can I crash here for a week? 2 years later.
Yeah, that's how it always happens with family, though. It's like we had good times, but anyways, this guy that I worked with had moved in like 3 doors down, which was just a brutal living environment at that point. I'm like, dude, you're a nice guy, but I get enough of you at work. Now, you follow me home and also live right down the hall. It's like, what are the odds? But he had a bunch of people over. And he's like, hey, man, I always hear you playing music in your apartment. You should bring your guitar over. And I'm like, sure. Guitar string was broke, so I brought my ukulele, and I was hammered. And as soon as I walked in, I mean, it was like I was playing as I was like walking down the hall, just completely feeling myself, out of tune, had no idea. I don't even remember what I was playing.
Somewhere over the rainbow, 100% with a ukulele.
He's strumming a C chord, but it's all out.
I'm sure. Yeah, it was brutal. I think I was like trying to do a Post Malone song at one point, and I like really thought that everybody in that party was just digging it, and they were in the kitchen having a conversation.
It's just you in the bathroom with it. Like, the ukulele guys are always so weird. I don't know, what is that?
And there's like that moment too where you're like, you know what, this is dumb. I should quit doing this. But I was just drunk enough that I was like, I'm gonna keep going.
Here we go.
That's a new tier. Like acoustic guitar guy is like this level of crazy, and then
He's the
ukulele guy.
They're worse. Yeah, they are worse.
Yeah, I was
Because
like
they have less options. They have like 2 chords.
I sounded like a super drunk, stroked out Jack Johnson.
That's amazing. Yeah, I don't need any beers to pull out my guitar because I've done it many times.
Yeah, but the difference is that you're amazing and people want that from you.
Say that is what you do for a living.
That
So.
is.
Yeah,
I am
like
a musician.
People don't leave you the fuck. They won't let you come to a party unless you're bringing your guitar.
Yeah,
which is
that's
like
true.
that's fucked up in its own thing.
It's funny because I think Dylan actually bought his electric guitar that he just sold just so he could invite me over to play it.
Yes, you definitely played that guitar way more than I did.
Absolutely. Shout out Christmas 2021.
Oh my God, that night! I wish we could get that on film just to show everybody.
It is. It is somewhere.
Blake and I got Dylan a talk box for his was it Christmas present?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
birthday.
fuck you guys.
What
It
was
was my birthday present, which is in July.
Hey man, those are not cheap. It took us a while to
they are
scrounge
not.
up the quarters.
And if one of you guys wants that, you can have
Let's
it.
not pretend like that's the reason. We just
But I can't. Oh my God, I can't get that image out of my head now. I mean, Dylan was just
Shirtless.
deep throating, shirtless. This talk box, trying to robotically sing Toby Keith.
I also had no idea how talk boxes work.
Yeah.
I thought it was
No,
auto-tune.
that was apparent.
Dylan was like, how do I sing into this? I was like, you don't sing into it. Let me just explain how it works.
I was like 9 beers deep. I couldn't figure it out either.
Like,
I was
I don't know. You're like trying to vocalize with it. I was like, you don't have to do anything. You just have to put it in your mouth and like go, whoa. And that's all it does.
It's gonna accept you. You don't have to get it off
the
first.
guitar. You plug the guitar into the talk box situation. That routes the signal into the tube. So there's physical sound coming in through the tube into your mouth. You don't have to make any noise. And then you just...
Nerd.
I knew that was going to happen. You just make shapes with your mouth.
Yeah.
It's just like sucking dick.
I know that now, but I definitely thought for probably a good year that it was auto-tune.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's close.
It has pitch because it has the instrument sound coming out of it.
Yeah.
But what makes it sound like that is you're making things with your mouth.
Right.
Which you're pretty good at.
Yeah.
Shout out. Dylan was my first male kiss that night.
100%. It awoken something in all of us, I feel like. I non-consensually kissed all of these guys.
Yeah,
It was an accident, but then it wasn't.
It was a problem for me because it did. I was like, I would do this again.
Look at his lips.
I felt a lot closer to you.
Oh my God.
That's funny. We also put Dylan up on my shoulders that night.
Yeah.
That was really awesome.
I almost smashed my face into the ceiling fan that night.
I was going to say we don't need to get into it, but Dylan was also sick during that time.
Yeah.
like actually
not
sick.
COVID sick.
Yeah, not COVID sick.
Like he had a
sick.
cane sick.
Yeah, so that was
fucking rad.
his fiance was not stoked about us like almost slamming his head into the ceiling.
No.
Or was she? End this.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably. Yeah, honestly.
She's like, I'm either gonna have to marry him or kill him.
Straight up. Yeah, she's stuck now, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're lucky she chose the other route.
It's not luck.
Otherwise, this would be a different podcast.
Hi, this is Dylan from The Cold Slice. I hope you're enjoying the show. If you're a local business in the Vancouver or Portland area and you'd like to reach our viewers, you'd like us to read an ad for you, please let us know at thecoldslice@gmail.com. Thank you.
All right. Here's do we want to do another one or was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, okay. You have experience with this too. How many beers do you have to do to wrestle your friend's dad?
Think hard about that one. My dad will listen to this and he will come for you.
Well,
I'm pretty sure he's actually been training for a while.
what is he, just wrestling logs?
Yeah. He's cutting the tree down.
He's like, who's the fattest person I know? I need to make sure I can take Dylan on again. Oh man, that was a weird day for sure. Let's not get into that too much.
How many beers did you have?
Anthony and I.
That was a dark time in our lives, I think.
That was a good time.
It was a good time, but
yeah, it was dark. It wasn't good.
It had to have been a lot of beers.
We definitely weren't talking to girls. For sure,
No,
we weren't.
No. That was always the plan, like initially, to go in there and do that, but
didn't happen.
No, never been super good at it.
No, I think that day, I probably ended up having. I was drinking IPAs back then, so like 6.5% or whatever. And that day, we had already been to a couple of different bars, and I think it was like, if I had to put a number on it, probably like 5 or 6 beers before we got to a winery.
IPAs too.
IPAs too, yeah. I was able to house them.
You were the Voodoo Ranger.
Absolutely, yeah, I definitely was. So I probably had 5 or 6 beers before that at different bars, and then we showed up to a winery, and I was confused as to why they didn't have beer because I was 5 or 6 beers deep. And
This winery sucks. Or this brewery sucks.
yeah, this brewery fucking sucks, dude. The new waterfront fucking blows. Yeah, I think so. I probably had 5 or 6 beers and then a glass of wine.
Yeah.
You wrestled at the winery?
No. So this is where it got very confusing for me at the time.
Sexually.
You're like my dad.
For you guys, I was a little confused. Yeah, because the wrestling actually took place in my parents' bedroom on their bed. And so when I walked around the corner, I just heard struggling and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And now, granted, like my dad can put him down too, so I'm pretty sure he might have been 5 or 6
I think he was sauced up too. I think we were both equally sauced up.
Because I think we ended up meeting up with them or something. But I come around the corner like, what the hell is that? I was like, it sounds like somebody's remodeling in there, and it's just Dylan like contemplating whether or not to take his shirt off while he's wrestling my dad on their bed.
He's just like a slippery seal.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell is this? Yeah.
So
I don't even know if there was a winner that night. It sure as hell wasn't
it was me.
but-
I beat your dad in
You
wrestling.
remodeled him.
I'll never say that to him to his face because he scares the shit out of me.
But you will say it on a podcast.
But I will say it on a podcast. So if you're listening, Mike, let's go round 2. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Let's not.
That's that.
That's that fucking story. So
For me, because I guess I have to do this too now, right?
yeah.
It would probably take me a lot of beers because I don't know. Paul, I think I could take Paul. I
think you're wrong.
Really?
Yes.
could
Paul
get
is
some
a
secret
scrappy dude.
I
Paul
could
is-
see that. I could definitely see that. I'm not saying that I would win, but I think that I could hang for a little while if I was about 5 or 6 beers deep, because at least it wouldn't hurt as bad. Your dad,
No.
he's a big dude. I think, and he can scare the shit out of me too.
Yes.
So I'm like, I don't.
Dude, I don't think
know.
I've ever had a conversation with your dad. I think I've gone, hey, thanks for inviting me over. And he's like, yep. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I would get, like,
Don't touch the
if
grill.
it came to that, yeah, exactly. That's probably when it would happen, is if I touched the grill. But, I think, I don't know. It'd have to be a lot
Or
of
if you show up
beers.
late to band practice.
No kidding, man. That was a scary time.
Just for clarity here, Paul is my stepdad.
Yes, sorry. That's the only
So-
one I've met. His actual
Yeah.
dad I haven't met, so I feel scared to put that out there because I don't know what your dad looks like.
I mean,
We met him when we made the potato gun. Remember?
You met Paul.
That was Paul.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about your real dad. Sorry.
Yeah, my real dad, he lives in Montana, so like we hardly ever see him.
Yeah.
But
that right there is like a red flag for me not to want to wrestle him.
you know, honestly, dude, I have wrestled him before, and he is stronger than you think he is. He recently lost a ton of weight.
Well, he
Like,
lives in Montana, so
yeah,
They have bears there.
They do. Yeah,
he
they
has
have
to
bears
wrestle
there.
something
That's how he
just to get to
trains.
his car sometimes.
Absolutely, he does. But I don't know that I could take my stepdad or my dad, to be honest with you. Like, I go to the gym frequently, and I still think that like old man age beats out
Oh yeah.
show muscles every day.
I mean, I don't think that any of us are going to win in these circumstances. I think we
No.
just had to come up with a number to actually wrestle them,
Yeah, for sure.
which is why
this-
I chose Paul.
That begs another question. Have they also had that many beers?
I think so. Probably.
Okay. All right.
Because they're not going to let you wrestle them without it.
No, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
So how many beers?
I guess that's a whole nother thing.
What did I say? So for your actual dad?
Yeah.
Well, since like I'm going into the unknown, it'd have to be a pretty good, good
well,
number.
let's just say my stepdad. Let's say my stepdad.
I'll give you an answer to both. 5.
5 beers?
4 beers.
What? Dude, that's like getting a buzz.
Well, but if they're at 4 beers too, well, okay. Well, are we talking IPAs still? Or are we doing? Oh no, we're doing the regular beers. Okay, hold
I
on.
have 4 beers. I'm again on the floor.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with 4 beers because I think at that point, if like my opponent, whichever one it is,
Yeah.
is also going to be at 4 beers, so it'd probably be like hey, we're going to do this deal.
All right. 4 IPAs. Yeah, that's like you're getting into.
Well, even 4 of these, at least I might be able to like
Oh, right.
stand up straighter.
Sure. Okay. What did I say?
I think you said 5.
I said 5. I'm gonna double
Or I think
that.
you just talked about like
I don't
wrestling.
know if you
with my
said.
dad.
No, you said how many beers had you had because it was a real situation.
Right. Okay, so if I were to wrestle both your dads at the same time, shirts off, pants off,
At the same time.
oiled up. Honestly, I think for me to get to that point, I had 7 beers last night. So I'm going to say 7.
Yeah.
7 beers.
If they were into
I was
it.
like, were you looking to wrestle last night?
No, dude, I had an existential crisis, man. I like really like,
Yeah.
I was laying out.
7 beers nowadays is just not okay. For
No,
us. Like there's
no,
just,
it's not.
You just waking up with night sweats and panic attacks.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I went to a bonfire and then I ended up laying out in the field, just like looking at the stars, and just like, those are billions of miles away.
I'm so small.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I was like, is there a habitable planet out there? Like,
If there is, I'll wrestle whoever the fuck's on it.
bring me the alien leader. I'm gonna fucking wrestle him.
How many beers does it take to get to Mars? Because I will be flying drunk.
Yeah, 100%.
That's pretty funny.
Oh man, what do we got next?
Well, I guess I could,
Oh, yeah, you gotta go.
I could answer. I would do it if they were into it, no matter what. But
Okay,
I would probably feel better about it with at least 3.
at least 3. All
I
right.
was gonna say I could definitely see you doing that regardless. Like,
My
completely
problem though
sober.
is I get way too like into it and aggressive, so I'd be
Me too.
afraid of the aftermath.
I
Next-
respect that.
Not that I'm gonna like fuck someone up because I'm so awesome, but like I'll start scratching and like biting.
What?
That's
What the
not how
fuck?
you wrestle, dude. I don't even think they do that shit in WWE.
No,
just in real
no.
wrestling.
I have a question for you boys.
Yeah.
Say you're with your friends, so not us, and you're wrestling. Is a chokehold in the rule book?
I think you keep asking that question because you were a chokehold kid. Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was.
Absolutely, 100%.
Like you got chokehold.
You know how many people I've
No,
seen
I
you
did.
wrestle drunk in our friendship? It is about as many people as we've met together. So it's like, and you know what always comes out? The fucking chokehold. Like,
It's all you got.
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
like you get tired and you're like, all right, like
You're
when
like-
boxers do the hugging deal.
Yeah. They're like, I'm not a good enough wrestler to actually win.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna try to put you to sleep, so I don't have to put any more effort in.
Look. Okay, let me defend this question, but first, answer the question: is it in the playbook for you guys? Like, no, Not at all.
That's why I'm nervous, because that's all I got. Is like I got chokehold, I got like jumping on the back, like scissor lock around the neck.
Yeah, totally.
But straight up wrestling,
Well, you're gonna start scratching eyes.
If
Is that what you were saying?
yeah, or just I don't know. I'm gonna do something inappropriate. I'm gonna stick a finger somewhere up your nose, up in your ear, any orifice I can think of.
So it is in yours. It's not in yours.
Yeah.
Okay, it is definitely in mine. Here's my defense. Okay, if you're just hanging out with the boys, whatever, and you're wrestling, this isn't high school wrestling. Okay, no one stops before and goes, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do these certain holds. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I think some people do.
well, fucking our friends don't.
You could be in an arm
because
bar,
you're always
tapping
the
out
one wrestling them,
friends.
and you always do chokeholds. So it's like you have
It's
to.
consensual.
I don't know about that.
So anyway, I have since taken it out of my playbook, and now we're on to triangles. So doesn't matter. I'm just trying to end it as soon as possible. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, what, put me, I'm like, do you want me to put you in an arm bar?
We're probably going to put you on your back and then be like, okay, you're weaker than me.
Yeah.
Your
won
logic,
now.
you get someone in an arm bar, they don't tap, you break your arm.
Yes.
And they're like, you didn't fucking tap, dude. It's on you.
Okay.
I was like, he's
Fair
just
point.
coming in like, what's his name? Oh, shit. From Talladega Nights.
Ricky Bobby?
Ricky Bob.
Yeah, the French
Cal?
guy that did it
Oh,
broke his arm.
oh, right. John Cock. I don't know.
You're just gonna break my arm.
Done, buddy.
Just say you love crepes.
All right. Well, I guess that's not in the rule book. What's the next question?
All right. So, you just want to do one more, or do you want to do a few more?
Solve that. Keep going. Let's do it.
Okay. Take your. How many beers do you need to have to take your shirt off at a function if Toby Keith's Red, White, and Blue starts playing?
This is a very tailored question because that is my signature move. And it started out as a joke. You and I was not a big country guy. And then I latched onto Toby Keith because I was like, his songs are funny. And they're just like over the fucking top with America. And then it all of a sudden, like over the last 5 years, has just turned into like, that's my shtick now. Is like, we go to a party, we do karaoke or whatever, and I'm popping the shirt off and I'm getting people ramped the fuck up with that song. Like, shirts, I would say, honestly, though, like, probably 3 beers.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm going to
The threshold's low.
The threshold is low. Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm going to do it anyway.
I also said at a function. I didn't specify at a party.
Oh.
So.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, I don't think it matters because there's been so many times that we haven't been at like a party, per se, that Dylan has given me the eye as soon as Toby Keith comes on.
Oh,
and he's like,
I think in the
he's
beginning
do
it was
I
like,
take
oh,
my
that's
shirt off,
yeah,
and I've had to been like, I would try to keep it on for this one if you can. Like, I know it hurts, but just hold on for a little bit longer.
Hey, dude, that's not my fault. That was 4th of July, and I was on the mic, man. I don't know what. I thought it was offensive that you asked me to keep my shirt on.
Which it might have been, actually.
Shirt was just already magically coming off. You weren't even.
Yeah, I was wearing a button-up.
Oh, yeah.
Titties were out, dude. So I'd say 3, but, I mean, we could go lower than that, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just so used to it now. Like, I'm like, I am definitely, one thing I will give myself credit for. Thank you. I'm definitely comfortable with my body. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
No problems. Like, I'll do it shirtless. No fucking problem.
What if I were to play it right now?
Or I'll do it. Well, not on a podcast.
Well, you guys couldn't see it if you're watching the audio only, but
Yeah. So for me, I'm just going to say 3 beers.
nice.
I mean, I would have to say that, 3 or 4 beers would be it for me too, because I've been in that exact scenario. And Dylan's got this like infectious part when Toby Keith comes on that like you can't control the amount of America that comes out of you. And
Goddamn right, dude.
you
really
feel
feel your
obligated, man or woman or
Person.
whatever.
Yep.
You feel obligated to take your shirt off and sing Toby Keith at the top of your lungs.
Yeah, dude.
The eagle is cawing out of your ass.
Oh my God, dude. It is like, there are like very few moments. I wouldn't say very few. There are like very special moments in your life where like you realize that we do live in an amazing country.
And at the best time ever. No matter what's going on in
Yeah.
the world at any time, this historical moment.
It's the best.
And it's always when Toby Keith is playing.
God damn right, dude. I don't like, obviously it's a trashy move, but I'm like, who fucking cares, dude? Like, we live here.
Oh,
you could be
no,
on a
yeah.
boat right now and that shit's playing. Perfect.
I was going to say, early on when my fiance and I started dating, she has a pretty large friend group and family, and they're always doing something, always having people over to their house. I invited, a bunch of my friends over, so Dylan and his fiance and Blake and some other friends too. And it had to have been within like 30 minutes of them showing up at the party at least.
And I don't know any of these
They
people.
they'd pulled this giant speaker out that they always bring out when they have people over for barbecues or whatever. They set it up in the living room, and Toby Keith kicks on. And it's
I think by design.
oh yeah, it was like just like his entrance song. Dylan comes in and he's already like starting to unbutton the shirt, and he's like, "Hey man, how's it going?" I look at him, I was like, "Oh okay, all right, here we go. Here comes Toby Keith." He's got 2 beers in his hands now. I'm not quite sure how he's unbuttoned the shirt, but yeah, Toby Keith kicks on. This is the first time that he is meeting any of these people, including my fiance's parents, and shirt is off. Toby Keith's going. He's screaming in the middle of the living room. And all of my fiance's friends also have their shirts off.
And her dad.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
so my
insane.
soon-to-be father-in-law, shirts off, and they are just screaming Toby Keith in the middle of the living room. So when I say it's infectious, like it is.
It'll get you,
Yeah.
man. It'll
No,
get
absolutely.
you. Yeah. It almost feels like,
If you haven't tried it,
It's
try
not,
it.
It's not
Yeah.
like, because like sometimes, and this has happened before, where it's not like I'm pitying you and taking it off, but I am definitely supporting you because I know everyone else won't.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't
But-
want to feel left out. I did it at a wedding. I did it at Tiana's wedding.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for it, but I believe it.
Dude, it was like the whole wedding. All the guys were up on like, Wendy's back porch.
Oh, yeah.
And there was like 15 people up there.
I mean, Colton, that's Tiana's younger brother, one of our really good friends. But Colton will do it with you wherever. I
Yeah.
mean, we got kicked out of a bowling alley
yeah.
And the
because
concert you guys
the bowling
went to.
alley had a surprisingly well-stocked bar and also a karaoke. I guess it was a karaoke bar. Too.
Yeah. Dude, shout
And-
out to Hazel Doe Lanes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I guess maybe we should throw names out and the location.
Well,
We got to go back at some point, but
What was the concert you guys went to? Was a Red Hot Chili
fuck,
Peppers
dude.
cover band?
I just feel like everything I say at this point is just like, you're such a trashy person. But it was a cover band for,
was it Beastie Boys?
dude, yeah, it was a cover band for Limp Bizkit, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and the Beastie Boys. Like,
So Toby Keith isn't even playing.
no, it's not even playing, dude. It's
In his
not-
head, it is.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
You guys are singing "In the Red, White, and Blue" while they're going "Can't Stop It."
Yes, dude. We made this lady in front of us, like she was so pissed that we did that. Which, fuck you, lady. I don't know what your name is, and I hope you watch this podcast.
Embrace
though.
my back zits.
Dude, right. I'm like, come on, man. Why? It's a fucking concert. Like, you're mad that we're taking our shirt. She was visibly angry. Like, she went and got a security guard. We were seconds away from being kicked out. The security guard literally came over and was like, you guys, you have to wear your shirts. And we're like, what?
And he starts to unbutton his.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you guys got to put it back on.
He's like, I want to join whatever this is right now, but please put your shirts back on when we're done. Anyway, yeah.
That's amazing. That's very good. Okay, this is fun. Let's see what else we have here. Let's just go with the karaoke theme, I guess. So sing karaoke at a bar.
Oh, you know what? I actually get really nervous. I'm going to say I need at least 5 beers. I'm like, the nerves just
Is it
take
the
over.
audience?
Yeah, I think it's
People
the
you
audience.
don't know.
And it's like, recently with karaoke, I've been really trying to like sing songs I haven't sang before, like in front of people.
Oh yeah.
Because it's easy to be like, I'm going to sing Toby Keith. I've been singing it for fucking 10 years now or whatever. And like, that's fine, I guess. But
It's safe.
it's safe, yeah. And I'm trying to like step out of the safe zone. So
You're trying to work on your karaoke craft.
a little bit, a little bit. So like nowadays, it probably takes me like 5 or 6 beers to be able to like even just get up on stage. Yeah. Even then, I black out, and I'm like, oh, hope I know this song. Like, take over, little man in my head.
Tiny dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it doesn't take that many. My fiance is a huge supporter of my karaoke addiction, so it's like and there's a lot of times that I don't really want to sing karaoke, but she wants me to sing karaoke, so there's already a song put in before I realize. And it's totally fine because I have fun every time, but I'd say like I definitely have never done it without a beer. Like I at least have had like one and probably the second one in my hand while I'm singing it.
Of course, you got to, for sure.
Except for me.
So, so you're saying how many beers?
2. I'd say 2 because I always have the one, and then it's like by the time I'm actually up to sing, I've already ordered a second one because I'm nervous about going up there to sing.
Yeah.
It takes forever to get on the fucking list.
That's the worst part.
It's like you're excited about it, and
They
then
need
it's
to
like
set- they need
fucking
to set,
12
like-
people later. You're like, I don't even
Yeah.
want to do anymore.
Yeah. What is up with dude? Sportsman's, they have a good thing going.
I think there should be like they
They
should
should
get
set-
bumped to the front if you're a first timer, or if like
Oh,
you
yeah.
haven't sung yet.
Yeah.
That's
You should get to go ahead of fucking.
I agree with you. I mean, Sportsman's
Karen,
over in Ridgefield, they have a good method. There's this guy. I love this guy too. He's super cool. But they have a guy that like has an app, and you don't have to download the app, but you jump on his website. You go, I want to sing this song, and he's got a million of them. And then basically like it'll automatically put you into the lineup. So you're really not
That's
waiting
nice.
that long. Yeah.
yeah.
It's very cool.
Nice. I just sang karaoke sober last week, so
That sounds
I need 0
miserable.
beers. I'm just doing sober October, and yeah, I mean, people are always excited when I go up to sing karaoke. Like
course.
they're like, "Oh yeah, listen to this guy; he's gonna be good," and then I just fucking disappoint the shit out of them because
I love
I'm like, I already play music for a living all day, every day, and when I do karaoke, I'm not doing a song that I'm good at.
No.
I'm gonna pick something that's like
Fun.
fun and challenging, and like I'm singing Boston.
Okay.
I'm singing like More Than a Feeling, like going whip high.
Love
You
it.
know?
Yeah. Okay. So
It's funny, like my girlfriend Haley would be like, "Oh, I'm so excited to listen to this," and then I'm just like, just destroying in a
you're
bad
like,
way.
oh boy, I didn't realize
You're
I
like,
was
it
disappointing you
sounds just
twice
like you
today.
remembered.
Nah,
huh?
it's like I'm killing it. No, he's killing it. Like he's
So how many beers are we saying? Like if you had to average it out, 0?
0. I don't need it.
Yeah, you do this
I-
for a living. That's true.
I also get really hard on myself, even in karaoke. So
Yeah.
even I go up there knowing I'm gonna bomb because I'm picking a song I can't sing.
Yeah, of
and then I
course. Still
walk
get
off
mad
and I'm
at
like,
yourself.
stupid fucking idiot. Why'd you do that?
Why did I
you
pick this
sing out
song?
of tune?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, that was so good. I was like, no, it wasn't.
I hate myself.
And I hate you for thinking that it was good because that means you don't know anything.
You're an idiot. So is everyone else. All right. Well, that is the podcast. Thank you for joining us for another week. Please be sure to check out our YouTube channel, Instagram channel. Also, check out the motherfucking Patreon. For $5, you could have a ton of bonus content. You can vote on potentially where we go next. Yeah. Leave a comment, like, review, subscribe. Thanks, guys.
The coasters, yeah!